work, and we had the Deputy President call the stakeholders. That was a positive thing, to see how to deal with the matter of drought. But we must also come alive to the fact that the reality of climate change is perhaps even harsher now than ever before. I can tell you I was Minister for Environment one time, and my assistant was a late Professor Wangari Maathai, who remember won the Nobel Peace on the matter of environment. In fact, he used to use this example of the hummingbird, which would rush and carry some water in the leaves to do something. At least she was able to do something. The matter of the Shamba system was introduced when I was Minister for Environment. We dropped it like a hot potato. So if you can imagine, if you are going to do Shamba system in Mao, the first casualty will be Mao River. And the next thing is the world wonder we call the world every annual event, the world migration will be a thing of the past. What are we doing to our children and our children's children? All because we need to catch up with some lost time in terms of raising and necessary funding, perhaps to pocket people's private pockets. So this is a hot issue. That's why we are suggesting, it's a very hot issue, we are suggesting consultation, and the mechanism under the Constitution 2010 on public participation is very well established now, from the national government level to the county governments as well. We cannot rely forever on our development partners. We must take a hold of the destiny of our nation. Maybe pili ya mwisho. Yes, sir. One of the leaders, Sam, is here, the deputy leader. And this time we are not able to see deputy minority because we are going to court, yeah, to go against that ruling of my friend, Weta. He's still my friend, even if it occasions disharmony in the country. He knows it. Yeah, so we are ruling against that. I mean, you don't do those things. You don't. He's also a learned friend. You don't do certain things because future generations will look up. You remember today, Marenda is a household name because what they used to say, Solomonic wisdom. So a ruling he made which actually affected me as a leader of government business. But we had to abide. So, ndugu Weta, tafadhali, usikubali manipulation. We ni ndugu yangu, tulikuta tear gas pamoja. Usisahau ndugu yako mwenzako, ambayo bado ako kwa madaki. We must stand for what is truthful and just in this country. Kwa hivyo tuenda kwa bunge na kwa senate vile vile. The senators wako hapa. I don't know whether Wambua is here, another deputy leader. Dan Maanzo is here and the others. We mean business to save ourselves. You know, as I say, this is not about politics. And I was there with President Kibaki. And there was a presentation to allow this thing, and we all unanimously as cabinet say, no. Mzee Kibaki continue to rest in peace. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Nicholas Delay from CAS.
HMG. Thank you.
Good. I hear you speak, and someone would wonder as Kenya that do you fear the problem of businesses dying or people dying of hunger out of GMO? And then the next question is, we have Kenya Seed, for instance, which deal with maize. We have
GMO doesn't stop hunger.
That deals with.
Are you saying GMO will stop hunger? Hata Pope mwenyewe, muulize Papa Mtakatifu.
Allow me to finish this.
And he's a leader in these matters. Yes, sir.
So my next question is, does it mean now approval of this GMO will not give an opportunity to institutions like Kenya Seed to transform and produce seed?
They will not transform, my friend. They will die off. Kenya Seed and the others. They can't match the level of competition by these multinationals. And I don't want to name names. We know them. They will die off. In fact, they will be clamped with heavy legal costs on infringement of intellectual property. they would die off. Let's wake up and think about this. Nawashukuruni sana. Mtu wa mwisho, mnisaidie mimi sio mwenye everything. Hii mambo ya GMO kwanza nimea study. Yes sir. Of course we must do irrigation. I hear from Dan Maanzo. And I am a believer in serious irrigation now. In Kitui County, we started a huge project called the Wiki-Wiki Irrigation Scheme. I want to take a team of senators, if they can manage, to go and see. Unless we move away from this rain-fed agriculture, we will not be able to feed ourselves. Na vile tumeongezeka jameni, tuko wengi.
My name is Maina.
Yes, Maina. Yes.
My question is very straightforward. If I get from you, are you saying no for GMOs?
Yes.
You are saying wider consultation.
I'm saying no.
Big letter.
A big no. Until everybody is satisfied. So if you allow that public participation, maybe people come and convince me. When you convince, then I can say no. But science, and it is all a matter of science, and science is what you are following. Science does not lie. Research, you send me, quote, a famous French scientist who was able to guide our decision as a cabinet in 2012. Kwa hivyo, science. But also, I'm shocked. You know, I'm really shocked. Kenyans know I'm a believer. They do know. So I'm actually alarmed. I'm calling the believer community. Tafadhalini. Yani, mumenyamaza mpaka sasa hakuna yeyote. There may be the remnant of the church who stand up and speak. Yeah. Yes, sir. Apollo. Yes, sir. We should have gone to the stars or the moon. I have not seen the clip where the president as Minister for Agriculture then was as vehemently opposed to GMO as I am. I think he probably had not looked at this. And I'm calling on William to also reconsider for the sake of this country. A leader is one who say, I'm properly guided, or let's discuss. But to lift the ban, and then you go to Tanzania the following day, alafu nasema, haya, mahindi yetu hampati. Njaa inazidi. Are we only going to be relying on kitunguu from Loitoktok, ambayo inatoka upande wa Tanzania? Even kitunguu may be GMO. I mean, BT common. What is it? BT cotton. Perhaps could be a reasonable something. I don't know. Because we have to really regrow our cotton and our cotton industry. But whether the GMO way, I'm not clear. Yeah. But at the moment, unequivocally, no.
House committees, especially the National Assembly, as a meal, have you finalized?
I told you this first of all, because if you are minority or majority, then that influences the number in the committees. Sindio? And this is a matter ambayo nimezungumza kwamba sisi wenyewe tuko kwa mahakama. In the meantime, we have given instructions to our leadership in the House to remain seized with this matter. And I know they are. That's why Robert Mbui is going there and others. Yeah. I used to be the chair of the House Business Committee. So I know. Sorry?
It's 50-50.
So it's 50-50. So that's not an issue. I think Robert can tell you that. So that's not an issue. The House Business Committee will be set up today. And we wish them well. And Godspeed. To be able to lead the country in this discussion. Tunaangamia zote tukiona bana. Hey, some people who are religious fundamentalists were hard to say, Yesu tafadhali. Usitumane kuja wakati huu. Yani maajabu haya, watu wameumia. Akuje haraka jameni. Tusipo kabla ya kuangamia. Unasikia my friend from CAS? I know my friends in CAS in London. Anybody else? Final. Yes. I think that we addressed this matter in our previous communication. And we said, you know, this is a country that has come of age in terms of our democratic practice. So if there is proper vetting of some of these cabinet appointees, in fact, since that time happened, I think one of them had some assault cases dropped against them. Maybe that's not good enough. Maybe too little, too late. I want to urge our members of parliament, the appointments committee, is it also being set up today?
Yes.
The appointments committee must take this matter very seriously. And I want to ask EAC and other governance institutions to really prove the worth the Kenyan taxpayer has put on their table. Yeah, if there are people in the history, some of them have been governors, some of them have been whatever, and in the history, the charges that are supposed to be leveled against them. And I want to ask the DPP as well to cooperate in these matters. We know people at the highest level who got their cases dropped, but the files are still there, and they are subject to this vetting. So Kenyans, but without being unnecessarily abrasive or being punitive in any manner, let us follow Constitution 2010. And those committees of parliament, I want to talk to them now. We know the moment you have set up these committees, these candidates will come with big envelopes. They will come with big envelopes to bribe you. If you accept any of them, heaven will take after your case. Because you know this is. That's it, now defeating the purpose of Constitution 2010, the letter and the spirit of the Constitution. Candidates clearly should be in jail, and then you bribe them, they bribe you and you give them those appointments. I like to think maybe President Ruto wanted to wash his hands of some of them. Nimepeleka majina yenu, sio mimi nilikataa. If that happens, he will actually get credit himself. Thank you so much.